Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a new week here in the world of Call of Duty. The devs are back from the holiday break for Thanksgiving, so in the coming days and weeks, we should start to see a lot more ramp up in terms of updates, bug fixes, content drops, all sorts of stuff like that. However, today I wanted to focus on a few new content drops that are already live in game right now. We also have some new changes that have been revealed, and we know a bit more about what to expect here in the near future as well. Let's start first up though with the official Season 1 Combat Pack for MW2 and WARZONE 2. We talked about this one a few days back. It was announced by PlayStation, but then it just didn't release for a few days, so I'm not sure what was going on there, but they did drop a brand new trailer for this now. Keep in mind, this is free on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 if you have an active PlayStation Plus subscription. This one, I believe, is only going to be available until the Season 2 one drops. It looks like they're going to have a new combat pack for every single initial first year season here in MW2 and WARZONE 2. This one ends up coming with a brand new Oni tactical operator skin. It's not quite the same as the Oni operator skin from the PlayStation pre-order bonus, but still with that general Oni theme. It also comes with the Oni Revenger rifle blueprint, an Oni Oracle pistol blueprint, a new sticker, a new calling card, a new charm, and then also a new emblem as well. So a handful of free content there if you have PlayStation Plus and you are on PS4 or PS5. It works for either generation. Now, as far as in-game updates when it comes to gameplay, bug fixes, things of that nature, we of course just had the 1.11 update, which included a very lengthy list of bug fixes and gameplay notes and all sorts of stuff like that, which is great news. It did not fix anywhere near everything though. Obviously in the game there's still a lot of work to be done when it comes to improving the general stability of the game, different bugs and glitches and stuff like that. We do have a few new things that have been added to the Trello board here recently. They are aware of an issue with Gulag respawning where it actually causes your squad members to return from the Gulag basically on opposite sides of the map. I've had this one happen to myself and my squad a handful of times, and in terms of regaining, it's not that easy when you are like 1,500 meters away from your only other squad mate who's alive, and you're trying to do, you know, an intel contract or a safecracker contract, and it's just a very annoying bug, but that actually is not intended. So here in the coming days, we should see an update go out that actually makes it so that if you win a Gulag when you respawn, you'll be closer to your squad mates there, which is nice and ideal. Now, obviously, that one is Warzone specific. We did see a few updates in the way of multiplayer as well. Infinity Ward has updated their Trello board as well. There's currently an issue with editing CDL loadouts in private matches that's causing game crashes and a bunch of lag, so they are aware of that. They're investigating that. Also, private match stability and public match stability as well as being, investigated even more. Obviously, it's a very big issue. Might be issue number one between WARZONE 2 and MW2 right now, between the ridiculously high ping where it spikes up to, a few hundred and everyone's skipping around. You're playing on a flipbook or a Microsoft PowerPoint. The game's crashing, the game's timing out. There's a lot of stability issues here, and I hope these are finally tackled here in the next few weeks. We'll talk more on what I'm expecting there in just a moment here, but a couple of new things have been posted between MW2 and WARZONE 2 so far. And of course, as we start to see some updates throughout the week, if we see any gameplay changes or little hot fixes go live with some patch notes, I'm going to be covering those right as they happen. So if you guys want to guarantee you're always up to date with the latest news and updates, alongside the best tips for your loadouts, class setups, and just to generally improve with the game, this is your one-stop shop for all of that. If you're a part of the 60% of viewers who have not already subscribed, or if you're new to the channel, would love to have you join us here on the road to ultimately 1 million subscribers, getting closer every single day. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. It does really help grow the channel. Share the video around. Let's try and aim for 3,000 likes on this one. Now, as I mentioned, the devs as of today are officially back from Thanksgiving break and are basically going to be, heads down, full steam ahead on updating the game, creating new fixes, all sorts of new content and whatnot, up until the point where they're out for the holiday break at the end of the year with Christmas and New Year's, basically. So we should have a few weeks here where we see consistent and frequent communication and updates. It's always very awkward with COD launches because it seems like they always happen just before a break is in order for the holidays. And at least this year, at least the case with WARZONE 2 and DMZ now is that They had this minor break after launch, but now we have a couple of weeks where they're going to be able to fix things and update things as needed before they're out for the holidays. Whereas in previous years, the game launches and like 3 days later, they're all out for the holidays. So all the immediate launch issues and everything there don't get much attention right away. That's not the case this time around. So hopefully, you know, by the time that the devs are out of office towards like the 20th or whatever, we have a much more stable version of Warzone 2, a much more stable version of DMZ, and a much more stable version of Modern Warfare 2 as well. So, you know, in the coming weeks here, I'm expecting things to get more so back to normal when it comes to more updates, more communication ideally. And again, as that stuff happens, as that stuff surfaces, I'll have you guys covered with all of that stuff. We do know for sure that our next major update for Warzone 2 and MW2 and DMZ is happening on December 14th. That's going to be Season 1 Reloaded, and we'll have a full video later on this week breaking down everything you need to know about that update so far, but that is confirmed to be our next major update. But in between now and then, we should still continuously see some patch notes drop here and there, some hot fixes go live as well. Another interesting new update as of today is the relaunch of Warzone 1. So now we will officially have the option to either play Warzone 2 with all the new gameplay changes on the new map with MW2 guns, or go back to Warzone 1 where it is just Warzone Caldera. That is right. There is no more Rebirth. There is no more Fortune's Keep. It is just Warzone Caldera. It is the player progression for MW 2019 and Warzone 1. This is not connected to MW2 or DMZ or Warzone 2. There's nothing transferring between the two games. It is just two standalone different experiences. Now, obviously, if you want the slide canceling and that sort of no recoil gunplay meta where, you know, rifles can beam at 200 meters, Warzone 1 will have that with just Caldera. There should be a handful of playlists available there. And by the time that this video is out, it is going to be live as well. It goes live today at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is a little bit before this video should be posted. With the relaunch, there's also no in-game store for Warzone 1 either. It is just all the content that we had between MW 2019, Cold War, and Vanguard available to use, and really nothing else. It's a very, very bare bones experience, and frankly, I wouldn't expect too many updates to Warzone Caldera here. Their main focus, obviously, from this point on is Warzone 2 and MW2. Now shifting back to Warzone 2 and MW2, we also saw some content go live over the Thanksgiving holiday and have a little bit more here coming up later on this week. We actually had the Pogba bundle drop over the weekend, so this includes obviously the Pogba operator skin alongside a few new blueprints, some charms, stickers, calling cards, stuff like that. Nothing too fancy, just like the other bundles that we have for all the football or soccer players. They basically all include the same things, just with some different aesthetics. Then we also know the Messi bundle is going to be dropping on the 29th, and that'll conclude the World Cup crossover bundles and store options. However, we do know there is still one missing aspect of this World Cup crossover event, and that is the COD Ball mode. Keep in mind, this is leaked, so like there's been actual footage that's leaked showing off like the Rocket League game mode, but also it's been confirmed that it's going to be a thing. Like it's officially been previewed. They said that they would have more information on the COD Ball mode later on in season. We don't know if that's going to be closer to Season 1 Reloaded again on the 14th or what, but that obviously is part of the World Cup crossover as well. We're waiting to get more information on that again once that stuff does actually end up getting posted, once we have some blogs and I would assume some trailers about that stuff. I'll be talking about it here and breaking it down for you all, but we do know that's coming up here too in terms of the overall crossover event for the World Cup and the FC event, if you will, as well. Also, in-game right now, you can still do the voting for who you think is going to win the various matchups. That, I think, is going to be live all the way through December 2nd, so you can continue to vote on those. If you end up getting a couple of those right, you end up getting a new blueprint. If you get 4 of them right, you get an additional blueprint as well, so definitely keep your eyes out on that. All that being said, though, that is effectively all the new updates that we now know of that are either, coming in the next few days or have been introduced over the past few days alongside the new content as well. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it. It would be seriously appreciated. And if you are new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest news, updates, loadouts, tips, and everything else going on between Warzone 2, Modern Warfare 2, and DMZ, this is your place to be. Feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, Gamer Advantage, and Control Freak products, and the links for all those can be found down below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.